Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention for a moment? As a proud parent of our beautiful bride Molly, it is such a joy to stand here before you all today. Honestly, I'm feeling a bit emotional, so please bear with me.
Dad, just hold it up a bit more.
I may shed a tear or two. Looking at our daughter today, all grown up and glowing, it's hard not to think back to the little girl she used to be, full of love and laughter, and the big sister to Jess. Good wish for. How quickly time flies. Now she has transformed into this incredible, kind, strong, independent, and absolutely gorgeous woman. Absolutely not. We can't forget about Ben. I remember when I first met him, it was clear right away how much he cares for Molly, how he looks at her, speaks to her, and says so much how special he is to him. Ben, thank you for respecting and loving my daughter so deeply, and for bringing so much happiness into her life. We're thrilled to welcome you into our family. Giving my daughter away creates a mix of emotions for me. On one hand, immense proudness of the incredible woman she has become, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for her. And on the other hand, I can't help but wonder where has the time gone. It's a bittersweet feeling, yet knowing she is starting a new adventure with someone who will love her and care for her makes it all worthwhile. Molly, please know how incredibly proud we are of you. You have a special way of touching the lives of anyone around you, and we'll always be the biggest supporters. And Ben, we're thrilled to have you in our family, and we can't wait to see the wonder life you will continue to create together. So please, let's raise our glasses to love, happiness, and a lifetime filled with beautiful memories for Molly, Ben, and of course, Nala. Let's do the fun and let's just ahead. Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Right. I learned about 5 minutes ago that my sister has prepared a speech, so over to her now. It was me, but here we go.
No, they want me to
Hello everyone, I'm Ben's younger sister Jessica. I wasn't going to say a speech as it was sprung on me yesterday that I'm also his best person today, which to be honest I always have been anyway. Short story, Ben always used to be on his Xbox in his room. Felt like I hadn't seen him in months, wouldn't even recognise him sometimes as he would come out white as a ghost. He hasn't come out for air in days. But one day he came out of his room and he met you, Molly, and his life changed for the better and forever. The love you both have for each other everyone can see, that is beautiful and pure. I wanted to say a big congratulations to you both. And Ben, Nana and Grandad looking down at you today, and they're smiling with joy and they're so proud of you. And Molly, you look absolutely stunning today. So if we could all raise a glass to bride and groom, to Ben and Molly.
Mr. and Mrs. Clark. Yeah.
I'm emotional already. Alright, I have to say, for a living, I stand up in front of people, not an ounce of nerves. But today, I'm cacking my pants.
No, you're cacking my pants.
Yeah. On top of that, I'm probably going to be quite emotional, so just bear with me, please. I've also been told that my speech is quite long, so please get comfortable. So, my wife and I, we just wanted to start off by saying a massive thank you to everybody in this room. The fact that you guys are here today, you've made it so special. Honestly, your comments, your support, your smiles throughout the day have been really well received, and we just wanted to say a massive thank you to you all from the bottom of our heart. But there are some specific thank yous to a certain few people in the room. You ready? No. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. We'd like to start off first by thanking Topaz. Topaz is one of Molly's close friends. one of her best friends. I'll grab them. Topaz has done all of our stationery. She's given us so many ideas. She's been so accommodating. Honestly, you've been crazy? Not crazy. You've been brilliant. Crazy good. But no, honestly, you're such a good friend to Molly, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts, because a lot of this is all you. All right. So we've just got some flowers for you, just as a token of our appreciation. I'll bring them over to you. Bear with.
Love you.
Right. We also have a couple of other thank yous for our immediate families. Without you guys, today honestly wouldn't look the way it's looked. You've created such an incredible experience, not just today, but from organising the hen do and the secret stag do. So many memories. Well, to be honest, I can't remember that much. But yeah, so many memories, and all of you are so special to me and Molly, and you just go above and beyond all the time for us. And we can't thank you enough. So again, we've just got you some flowers as a little thank you. So yeah, bear with us again. We'll hand them out.
Thank you. Beautiful. Thanks to Florist.
Just take them off now. On the back? Yeah.
I'll lean over you around.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
All right. So I guess I'll get properly started then with the speech. Like I said, I've tried to doctor it, and to be honest, the vicar stole half of my material. So I'm going to have to adapt this on the fly. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. I've tried to make a little bit more of a personal touch to things, maybe that some other people don't know. So, although my sister is kind of my best man today, I've got to hold it together here. I'm going to not look at you, Mum. There's one person that can't be here with us today, and that's my granddad Joe. He sadly passed when me and my sister were young, and he was such an amazing person. I've had two big role models in my life, my dad and my granddad Joe. My granddad Joe sadly can't be here with us today, but if I'm half the man that he was, then I'll be a great husband to Molly. So, thank you. You're doing better than I thought. So, I don't want to raise a glass to my granddad Joe today, but I'm sure everybody in this room has a best man, whether that's a boyfriend, a husband, a grandparent, whoever. So I'd love everybody to raise a glass to best men. To best men. And women. If it's a woman, it could be. Right. Okay. I've done right there. So when I sort of was putting this speech together, I did kind of want to speak from the heart, and so I'm going to start talking about my immediate family. Mum, Dad, without you two, going again. Without you two, I honestly wouldn't be the man I am today. It's not just been the materialistic things that you've given me growing up, all the amazing holidays and days out, cars, little trips away, whatever it might be. But what I really cherish is your support, your love and your guidance, and you've really guided me through, and I know that you've created a man that will be a good husband to Molly. So I thank you so much, and I love you both. But it's not just you two that helped me grow up. 4 years after me being born, Jessica came along, ruined everything. No, honestly, Jessica, we have such a unique relationship. For those of you that don't know my sister, she is a crazy dog lady, and if you have a conversation with her tonight and you get through it without her mentioning a dog, you've done something none of us have managed to do. But no, you're a truly beautiful person inside and out, and I'm so happy that you have a partner in Chase that looks after you. And Chase, maybe one day you'll be standing in this position. He's looking at me like, nah. Right, well, I guess it's probably time to talk about my wife. Sorry, save the best till last. So yeah, like I said, the vicar did steal most of my material, but here we go. So I did first meet Molly when we was at university, and truth be told, I was never brave enough to stand up and go and sort of speak to her in person and ask her out. But through the power of social media, I sent her a message on Facebook one evening. Now let me tell you, Molly sat through 45 minutes to an hour of the worst chat-up game she's ever experienced in her life. All I knew was her name was Molly, and her profile picture was a skydive, and that is what the conversation evolved around. But yeah, it kind of flaked out after that, shock. But I was resolute, I persevered, and I went back on Snapchat this time. And for some reason that worked. And shortly after, we was going on our first date. Me and Molly have been on so many dates, but this one always sticks in my brain, which is odd to believe because I can't remember anything. But no, honestly, Molly, that date was incredible. We spoke for 4 to 5 hours in Pizza Express about literally everything and anything. Little story on that one. Molly suggested that she would drive, and I later found out a few years ago that she suggested that because she thought I might be some kind of weirdo and may need a quick getaway car from the date. I didn't know that was a thing, but okay. But yeah, but shortly after that, I was introduced to Molly's amazing family. I met Emma, Chris and Jessica, and Chris and Emma, since I've been a part of your family, you've enriched my life greatly. It's not just the advice and support that we've had from you, but and I've had from you, it's also the amazing holidays, you turning me into a Disney crazy person, and also, and I will mention it, Jack and Harry, I caught my £172 catfish. I just got to get it out there every time I can. So yeah, no, I know.
You can remember that. Just saying.
But no, honestly, thank you guys. I love you both, and everything you do for us is greatly received. Jessica, I can't leave you out. Jessica, you're one of the funniest people I've met, and I'm sure once the drinks start flowing, you guys might get to experience some of her accents, of which they are top notch. No, but Jessica, you're such a kind soul, such a great sister to Molly, and it'll be an absolute privilege to call you my sister-in-law. So, thank you. Callum, you're a lucky man. Okay, so hang with me because I'm nearly finished. So yeah, last year, New York, Central Park, I'm down on one knee proposing to Molly. And in that moment, it was almost like a bubble had been thrown over us. I couldn't, anything could have been going on in the world, and it was just us two. It was such a beautiful, perfect moment. But for those of you that know me well, my mind often wanders. And I haven't said this to Molly, but during that moment, I did think about one part of our history. And I went all the way back to that first message that I sent you on Facebook. And I did think my chat-up game can't be that bad if 9.5 years later I married you. Molly, you look absolutely stunning today. Incredible. I didn't even know what I was expecting, but you're beyond what I was expecting. You are such a kind, beautiful person. And to demonstrate, I think, how amazing Molly is, Molly hasn't been very well recently. And this got me, hang on. Molly wasn't well recently, and during that time she was she was going through torment, but during that torment she was still looking after me, and that really shows the character of the person that she is, and that's why I've married her. I love you so much, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. So, to finish, could we all raise a glass to this amazing lady to my right hand side, to Molly. Thank you guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. We've got a few activities and whatnot going on, and I hope to speak to absolutely every single one of you. Love you all.
skies up above me, a star so bright you blind me. Yeah. Don't close your eyes, don't fade away, don't fade away. Oh, yeah, you and me, we can ride on a star. If you stay with me, girl, we can rule the world. Yeah, you and me, we can light up the sky. If you stay by my side, we can rule the world. You won't break down, I will comfort you. If angels cry, oh, I'll be there for you. You've saved my soul. Don't leave me now. Don't leave me now. Oh, yeah, you and me, we can ride on a star. If you stay with me, girl, we can rule the world. Yeah, you and me, we can light up the sky. If you stay by my side, we can rule the All the stars are coming out tonight. They're lighting up the sky tonight for